I know you may not believe it. But God did it. And you would agree with me this evening that we have an unfinished business. But I want to welcome you again. Good evening, beautiful Lagos City and beyond. Welcome to the Football Fans Lounge Show. I am the voice of the mic. And my name is Kizzy K. And I'm still on the birthday celebration, but this evening I'm going to try to be a little bit safe, or full of safe, a better word, but it's a whole lot to talk about on the show today because one man is in the news. And you know, sometimes when people say, we use the word according to report, and I did promise you this morning that I will bring that interview where we had Samson Siasia. Now, it's no longer news. There's a big return that former Super Eagles head coach Samson Siasia is gearing up a return to coaching with the local league. And then I did not get the support that I need from the NFF. Now, the NFF, I'm coming to that part because every time I come on the show, I talk about NFF. I'm coming to that part because every time I come on the show, I talk about the NFF. So the show today will be done on two segments. Transfer news will come after the Nigerian talk because we need to talk about this. And it's on me. And guess what? Kizzy K would never stop talking until they do it right. Kizzy K would never stop talking until they learn to do it right because at this point in time, it starts so bad. But now, Samson Siasia in the news now. What about Samson Siasia now? The former Nance striker is expected to make a decision on his next coaching role, and then his ban expires by what time? This August. Now, Samson Siasia, everybody love him. They love him, right? I know it. People love him a lot. And I recall when I opened the phone line the last time I had him on the show, a lot of people said yes, he's the right man for the job. But I want to talk about this. Why is Samson Siasia in contention of leading the Super Eagles? Why is it talked about? I think there's a body governing the game. There's a FIFA, and we need to respect FIFA. And we should not even be talking about this man, regardless of him being my friend. Now, let me bring on one side where he talked about himself on the NFF, and I said, Samson, you're a legend of the game. How have you been coping with your band? And he talked about the ex-governor, of River State in Wike, saying he had a lot of support from Wike. And I said to him, you played in the 1994 World Cup. You worked under Clement Hendrik Westerhoff. You played for the national team. You were a fine player. At some point, you captained the national team. What about your teammates, the likes of Okocha? What about your teammates? Who you played the game with, Amokachi, the rest of them? And he said to me, I said, did you get support from those players? Your ex-players, your players, your teammates? And he said to me, no. And I said, what about the NFF? He said, I never got support. So it looked like Samson Siasia has not been doing okay during his band. Right, that's what it looks like. And he said, some bodies have been the one taking care of me. So it doesn't sound like we're just talking about Samson Siasia. Let's bring you a throwback on the show this evening when we had Samson Siasia on the show and what he had to say. And when I return, the show continues because I have a talk about the NFF, because at this point in time it is 26 days to go for the AFCON qualifier national side. The NFF yet to announce our coach, and they will say Kizzy K don't carry come again. I go talk Kamasi road pen. Let me say your bank put. But let me tell you now, let's quickly bring that interview where I had Samson Siasia, and you will hear from him personally. It's a throwback. I had him, we had him on TV, Voice of the People TV, and we also had him on radio. But I think he talked more on the radio, like I said. Now, let's bring you that interview so you hear from the man himself. It wasn't like it's just about we talking about Siasia saying he didn't get support. Okay, let me even bring this one to you. Let me bring this one to you now before I talk about interim coaches. The Siasia story now. He said, Nigeria abandoned me when I needed them most. The former Super Eagles striker and member of the 1994 AFCON winning side said, it was just an allegation. They accused me of bribery. But what is bribery? Isn't it when money changes hands? He said. Was there any evidence? None at all, he said. Then he also explained that his alleged involvement stemmed from conversations with someone trying to hire him as a coach in Australia. Now, unknown to him, the individual was a known match fixer, but FIFA was aware of this. Now, let's bring it back to the NFF. where he said the former Nance striker Samson Siasia, also who we are expecting to make a decision on his national side, his next coaching job once the ban expires by this August. He said it should be recalled that he had accused the Nigerian Football Federation NFF for colluding with FIFA to have him banned in August 2019 over alleged involvement in match fixing. So if you do your mathematics very well, you would understand it's like a 5-year thing now. Samson Siasia was almost banned for life. I mean, he was banned for life, yes, but later on it was initially handed, he was given a life ban, then later on the ban reduced to 5 years by the Court of Arbitration of Sport, and that's CAS, I beg the word, about Samson Siasia. But quickly, without wasting so much time, let's do a throwback. Let's bring it to you on the show here, so we're not just talking about this one. The last time we had Samson Siasia, this was what he got to say. I'll bring you that. Enjoy this one with me. I'll be back shortly. He's the part now. You're banned, right? So far you're banned. I'm happy you're bound. You're bound to be done in just a couple of months' time. In as much I know you might not want to talk about it, but let's talk about it. Do you get support so far from your colleagues and also the NFF, the body governing the game, so far for now? Have you been?
Well, colleagues, no. Nobody has called me to talk to me or say, what can we do to help you or support you while you've been banned? No. You understand? Even they play a novelty match right in front of my office in Abuja.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Oh, you were not invited.
Then me.
That's too bad.
I don't even understand what has FIFA ban got to do
with you as a person.
FIFA said I cannot coach.
You're still an ex-international.
Yes.
Yeah, you deserve all this.
Yeah. So I don't even understand what, but it's left for them to figure it out themselves.
Of course, yes.
I don't hate any one of them. They did what they have to do, but I'm doing what I have to do.
Yeah.
I have to get 5 years is not easy.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not easy taking care of your family. You have bills to pay and all that stuff. But I just going to give kudos to my state governor for the support he has given me.
Wow.
When I had this FIFA problem, Wiki and some other people that have supported me.
They rallied around you.
Yes, because to defend yourself against FIFA, it's your cost.
I know, Coach.
It's 500,000 euros.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
What did you say?
500,000 euros to defend. Yeah, of course. Yes. Do you know how much it takes to get lawyers from Switzerland and all that to represent
fight the case for you?
Nobody else did anything apart from some friends that I've talked about and some other guys that I can't remember now that have been there for me. But at the end of the day, it's almost over. So I thank God that I had people that actually stood up for me. That up to today, for the record, I don't want to talk about it after that. FIFA can actually prove any wrongdoing because they say bribery. Bribery is when money moves from one hand to the other.
Right.
Let them show us the proof
and the evidence. Yeah.
Okay, you mean so far now there's no proof from FIFA?
No, don't to today. Let them show us. You understand? This is the last time I'm going to talk about it because this thing is going to be over in another 5 months.
Of course,
So I don't want to dwell about it. Let it pass. Let it pass.
Okay.
You understand? I want to move forward. And focus on my career because I have a lot of things to do. You understand? It was so bad.
Now, Coach, talk about your career. What are we anticipating? I mean, your return to football. What will it be like? I can't wait.
Wait, I'm not gonna say it.
You can't say. You just want to share with us.
It's gonna be like a surprise.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like.
And we're all looking forward to that.
Exactly. Everybody's waiting.
I've learned my lessons.
Right.
You understand? And people have to learn from what happened to me too.
Yeah.
You understand? When you're talking to people, you have to know exactly who you're talking to. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to learn from other people's mistakes. But I'm just want to say, I want to forget about this.
All right.
I want to move forward. I want to be the best coach that's ever coached the Super Eagles.
Okay. So when you talk about the Super Eagles, Coach,
I just want to come.
Okay, so I did tell you that I'll bring that one to you today. That's the voice of Coach, Samson Siasia, when we had him here on the show. And that's how big it is at this point in time. So you need to know, would he love to manage the national team? Of course, yes. But on the part where he never got support from his teammates, I don't know. If he knows what Lamba is, actually, he would know life is about Lamba itself. Onana talks to him to take risk Now me say you go carry bicycle in front of Mark. You know the matter. So that's just what it is. So we leave that phase, but Samson Siasia stock is still out there. But let me talk about the people that are not my friends anymore. Formerly, I like to talk about them oftentimes, but I talk about them now with very, very much anger in me. At this point in time, 26 days to AFCON qualifier. With just 26 days remaining to the start of the 25 African Cup of Nations AFCON qualifier, the Nigerian national side, talk about the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, finds itself in a precarious position. The Super Eagles are currently without a permanent head coach, a situation that has sparked widespread concern and criticism. Now, the three-time African champions have been drawn into Group D alongside Benin Republic, Rwanda and Libya, all competing for a spot in the 25 AFCON tournament. However, the resignation of Finidi George following the poor result in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier has left the Super Eagles coaches in, he's left us in a critical condition, let me say. Now, the Super Eagles are scheduled to begin their AFCON qualifying campaign at home against Benin Republic on that's on September 9th, 7th, better word, and then that will play at the Gospel Club International Stadium, followed by a match against Rwanda, and that will play at the Amahoro Stadium, Kigali, on September 10th. Please, my people, join me and let's do this mathematics together. Today's 13th. Tomorrow comes 14th, 15th, 16th, and counting. I don't know what the NFF are waiting for. I don't know what the body governing the Nigerian football are waiting for. Finidi George's brief tenure was marked by struggles, including 2-1 defeat to Benin, 1-1 to South Africa, leaving Nigeria winless in their last 4 matches and in a difficult position in the World Cup qualifying race. Now, with pressure mounting, the NFF faces increasing scrutiny to appoint a competent head coach who can turn the team fortune around. According to reports as well, I need to tell you this. The NFF are expected to announce a new coach for the 25 AFCON qualifier in the coming days. Now, a source also said to us that the NFF might announce the new Super Eagles coach this week. Now, I will come to one part that's very annoying. Now, with names like Steve McLaren, Harvey Reynard, Eric Sekuchao being linked to the job, financial constraint have been the reason why McLaren could not wait for Nigeria anymore. He got on the job with Jamaica side. For that man, is the likes of, I don't know. It's just that's so bad because NFF may consider appointing an interim manager to lead the Super Eagles in their upcoming 25 AFCON qualifier next month. And let's leave that phase now. Let me go to the fresh shortlist emerges. NFF seek interim coaches for Super Eagles. Now, let's talk about interim coaches because at this point in time, the coaching situation of Super Eagles remain a hot topic, especially with the 25 African Cup of Nations AFCON qualifier approaching. I must tell you this. Now, let's talk about the interims. Let's start with Austin Iguavo. He's in the news. Austin Iguavo, according to report, the 58-year-old is currently the leading candidate for the interim coaching role. The Nigerian football team technical advisor is no stranger to this job, stepping in to manage the Super Eagles, during the critical moment. A former coach of the team, he has previously assumed the interim coach role twice in the last 5 years. More recently, he served as interim coach in the lead up to the qualification of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Now, another man in the news again about interim is Emmanuel Amonike, the recent soundman to Heartland. Now, the report also highlights the newly appointed coach of Heartland Football Club, Emmanuel Amonike, the 53-year-old, was heavily linked with taking over the role of the Super Eagles job prior to the appointment of Finidi. The former Barcelona forward served as an assistant coach to the Nigerian team during the 22 FIFA World Cup qualifier. Now, another man in the news who Segun Odegbami was able to pick on the show. If you're with me on the show that day, you would understand. He said, the NFF would just want to give you a job, and if they like to give you, they can just give you a job. And this man was the only man that he's seen that stood his ground and said to them in face and said, "No, I would not take your job." Anela Mokache, the former Everton attacker, was originally recruited to join Finidi coaching staff. It seems he withdrew from the setup just before Finidi first assignment, just like he knew it, and he left that role. Now, Amokachi was a key member of the Super Eagles coaching team during the 2013 AFCON campaign, which ended with the title success of blessed memory, Stephen Keshi. Now, Amokachi, it's not like Amokachi is so fantastic, but he only showed me something about him. No, he was a fantastic player, playing time, but as a manager, I can't really say, I can't vouch for him like that. But about Amokachi, the good thing about Daniel Amokachi is that he is principled, he's got policy. I'm not talking about his playing style, playing time. I'm talking about now that he's older. And he said no to the NFF. I would not take this job if it's not played so well for me. So the contract did not go well with him. And he left. Funny how the man he was supposed to work with left the shows. Now, look how the NFF are always making everything look like we don't even know what we are doing. Why is Salisu Yusuf in the news? He's 62 years old. And that's another man making a call according to report. The veteran manager has been mainstay in the Super Eagles setup for the better days and for the decade. Now, Coach Salisu also had hints as a coach of the Team B of the Super Eagles. Do you know why I don't like him? Do you know why? He has something that had to do with corruption. And it wasn't about me talking about it. There was a FIFA talk about that. And it was public and everybody did see that. And we still talk about Salisu Yusuf. I'm not saying it should be cast out. I'm not saying it should be an outcast, but I'm so sorry to sound this way if I'm sounding nasty, but I don't think Salisu Yusuf should be in that list. Now, let me say it the way it is again. Samson Siasia is my friend, no doubt. But can I tell you, Lagos City and beyond, I don't think at this point in time we should be talking about that man. I like him, I respect him, he's got a good philosophy of the game. And I'm one of those people saying if Samson Siasia comes back to the game, he needs to go and get a refreshment. Refresh the minds, the memory. The game doesn't work like that. But I'm loving what he's trying to do because he said, I want to be a better coach. He said something again that struck my mind. He said, I would come back and I will come back stronger. So I believe he's trying to get on the NNL, MPFL, possibly to get himself back on the game. He would have been a good man. If I open the phone lines now and I begin to ask questions and say, who do you want to be the manager of Super Eagles, you begin to hear people say, not the man you have on your screen on YouTube, not the man, that's Austin Guavon. People will say they want Samson Siasia. TJ, we could get Samson Siasia on the screen, TJ. You know, people want to see that, man. But at this point in time, it would be so wrong. It would be so bad that we are talking about Samson Siasia. You know why? Let's even let him rest. Let his ban be over, because as the body governing this game. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get my point? I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm not saying so. My point remains that Samson Siasia should not be in the picture at this point in time. But the problem I have with the NFF is that why do we wait until it gets like it's choking us here? We don't need to wait that much. We don't need to wait that long. The last time I talked about the NFF, I said they went to London. They said we have an interview with a coach, blah 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 blah. It means that the catch will even get for you and even reach out and like here the family will get for Nigeria and now reach me they do meeting. They never see me they go Ghana reach out near here. They took it to London. That's London. And at the end of the day, they returned back. Returning back, we still don't have a head coach at this point. And you want to tell me in the face that that's not shameless? It's so shameless, I'm going to tell you. But let's leave that one again and talk about one man that I respect so well. I never watched him play. I think I'm born from the 21st century kids. Samuel Okparaji of blessed memory. My daddy tells me about this man often time, and then I'll call it a player. But I love the fact that NFF have done well on this one now. With this one, they did well, I'll tell you. Right, they did well with this story because I love this one when I saw it. Yesterday was August 12th. Right, now Super Eagles of Nigeria, legend Samuel Okparaji is remembered 35 years after his death. Okparaji is remembered on the day of his death by the Nigerian Football Federation NFF on August 12, 1989, with 13 minutes remaining in the 1990 FIFA World Cup qualifying game against Angola at the National Stadium in Surulere. Okparaji, a PhD student of law, collapsed. The late Nigerian hero was given a well-deserved remembrance 35 years after his death, which was confirmed upon his arrival at the hospital from the game. Now, the NFF put out a statement on Okparaji Samuel on his decision to honor a call-up from Nigeria despite resistance from the NFF SSV 1846 manager who tried to stop him. Now, let me quickly bring this to you now. The statement reads, Samuel Okparaji of blessed memory said this. He said, I am a lawyer, you know, and I signed to play football for certain conditions, but I don't think it included reselling my services to my country. You and your club cannot stop me from playing for my country. Let me tell you, I am going to represent my country whether you like it or not. And that's what Samuel Okparaji said to them. Now, the NFF then added a statement that said, I'm liking this one. because this one was for yesterday, which was 12. The NFF said, today, like every 12th August since 1989. I wasn't even born then, sincerely, I tell you. He said, they said, we remember Samuel Okparaji, who tragically passed on while playing, a FIFA World Cup qualifier against Angola. And Sam displayed a high patriotism while playing for Nigeria. An example that is still relevant in Nigerian football today. Okay, now, hashtag we remember Okparaji. That's the hashtag as of yesterday. Okparaji's commitment to the Super Eagles is an example of patriotism several Nigerian football fans ask of from the current setup. Let me tell you about this one. What am I trying to say? I'll tell you. The man you have on your screen, if you're watching on YouTube, you could join us on YouTube. These pictures are being displayed out there. On YouTube, we have Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You can see that on your screen. That's the man. It was laid off. You could see that. If you join on YouTube, you could watch it and you could see that more like a TV show. Now, let me talk about this one now. What's my concern about this said story? I'll tell you. Samson Siasia story will have to wait now. Let me talk about Okparaji. Because I never watched him play, it doesn't mean I won't talk more about him. YouTube did justice to that. But can I say this? We have legends who have passed on. We have legends that I talk about every time on the show that they are no more. Their family is not remembered anymore. Nobody talk about these people. Nobody knows them anymore. Of blessed memory, Rashidi Yekini scored the first World Cup goal for Nigeria. And up till date, we don't talk about his songs anymore. We don't sing his praise anymore. The first World Cup goal was done by that man. And then, Shaibu Amadu also is late today. Of blessed memory, Stephen Keshi, 2013 AFCON winner, is late today. I'm not surprised to see that the Deltans, trust now, normally now, everywhere lecture, they have to rebuild a stadium, they have to rename a stadium after his name. Now, do you know how bad we don't respect our own? Can I tell you? Now, it's expected that when the game is on and that day a legend died, I'm just saying, like a throwback. Example, if there was a game to be played as of yesterday, do you understand? Now, we expect the Nigerian Premier Football League, the NNL, the NLO to have a stand a minute would not be wrong. We see that in Europe. We want to be best. But how don't we compare? Why we not? It's better we get it out from, I don't know. It's just so crazy, right? But anyways, of blessed memory to that man. Let's talk about one man who I think you should just forget about the job. Tom Saintfiet. Now, Tom Saintfiet is troubled by a delay on Super Eagles job. I don't know what to make this man they wait. Because why you go they wait for a job? Tom Saintfiet, why? Because McLaren could not wait for the job. See, McLaren left that shows and went to Jamaica. Then, however, right now we can pay him. And up till now, that man is waiting. Now, Tom Saintfiet, who had accepted the offer from the NFF to be the next coach of the Super Eagles, is becoming increasingly worried by the delay of his appointment. Now, the Belgian coach is equally concerned about what he termed as bad press he has been getting from Nigeria. He has insisted that the managerial statistics attributed to him are fake. He has made his financial demands to the NFF, which was regarded as affordable, but is yet to receive a final word from the NFF. Now, the former Gambian and Togo coach also wants a definite answer on the Super Eagles post so that he could begin a proper disengagement from the Philippines, where he is in charge of the national team. In March 2012, that man was designated as the NFF technical director only for sports ministry to reverse that decision on the basis that the Nigerian could also do the job. Now, let's leave that one and talk about one man's stylish approach. Maybe Austin Iguavo or Augustine Iguavo is trying to do the Edo thing. Maybe. Now, let's talk about Omoro Dion now. The name sounds Nigeria. Former Super Eagles coach Augustine Iguavo has sent a congratulatory message to Nigerian eligible striker Samu Omoro Dion following the Spain victory in the men's football competition at the just concluded 2024 African Olympic Games. I beg your pardon. Now, Omoro Dion, who broke out last season, scoring for Atletico Madrid in the first game of the campaign, but after that he had to move to fellow La Liga side Alaves to get more playing time. Born to Nigerian parents in Spain, The 20-year-old attacker is eligible to play for both countries and he chose Spain, although he has not featured for the senior team yet. With the potential he possesses, he has shown it is possible that man, Omorodio, might have to play for Spain. But Omorodio was part of the Spain squad for the men's football competition at the Olympic that was just concluded, and he was decent. He started only one game and he scored. Spain eventually went on to win the final and clinched the gold medal on Friday, their first since 1992. Now, following Spain's victory, Augustin Eguavon, who is also the technical director of the Nigerian Football Federation, celebrated the Omorodio Samuel success on social media, even though Eguavon did not clearly spell it out. As a member of the NFF, it's clearly a way of letting Omorodio know that Nigeria is keeping tab on him, just in case playing for Spain doesn't work out. By FIFA rules, he can still play for the Super Eagles, but from the optics, he will consider Nigeria if Spain do not call him. If he does not get a national color. But for the meantime, Omorodio's issue will not be his international career. He was close to joining Chelsea, but the deal broke down on Sunday night. As it stands now, joining the Blues seems impossible, so he would have to choose between remaining at Atletico Madrid or going out on loan. Now, let me tell you how I'm angry or what makes me upset about this one. It's okay to congratulate him, but I recall John Obi Mikel said something some days back, and when he said it, people say, like, Mikel, you talk a lot. And I tell you that's not true. Do you know why that's not true? Okay, maybe on some parts, but on some of the things he said. Now, John Obi Mikel said African players, more of Nigerian players, always make Nigeria a second choice. You know, I love to say it about the Lambert show. I'll tell you on Lambert shows that, bros, from when they come, I know the form. You know why I know the form? You don't tee when I write jam, you don't tee. So why will come the form? I know they buy jam form now. You don't understand the matter. Now, these players make Nigeria's second option. Samuel Omorodio, the name sounds Edo. You already know he's an Edo player. Edo boy. Now, Edo boy be this one. But because of the way it looks right now, he would love to play for Spain. And when he does not get the call up, like Mikel Riley said, if he doesn't play for the Spain side, if they don't look his way, what would happen? It will change. Then Nigeria becomes the option. Now, if you talk about going to school back in the days, for those who know well about the jam way, now there's what they call first choice, second choice, and third choice. The first choice used to be the federal university. The second choice are usually the state university. The third choice are the polytechnic. Then you have the college of education. Now, you know when Nigeria enter for this matter, now we be poly. Not beside the yab, I won't call the laugh. Now Super Eagles, now we. And okay, do you know how bad it is that we are the one even telling them that come and play for Nigeria? I know Ademola Lookman is a good player, and he will show that tomorrow again against Real Madrid in the Super Cup. But Ademola Lookman turned Nigeria down often time, and he went when it felt like he couldn't get a call from the English side. My body just switched to Nigeria. Why are we always the second choice? Why can't we be the first? Why can't we? I mean, okay, you can imagine it now. Look at the way it is. Eguavon is already giving a highlight, letting him know that Nigeria is keeping tabs on him. Why can't they be hungry to play for Nigeria? But can I even tell you something? Those who have played for Nigeria, how far have you been in our market? Do you understand it? So, see, Nigeria will be great. Nigeria will be great. Nigeria is good. Nigeria will be, you know, I love to say most of the time it starts from you. We can talk about this, but what about the legends of the game? If I tell you about these legends, you will not believe it. If I tell you about some 1980 Nations Cup winners, where they are today, you will never believe it. If I tell you about some 1994 players, aside the ones that are dead, late ones, you would not believe it. They say there's no money in the game at that point. But what about the nation? Can't they be remembered? If you look at the NFF, I don't want to talk about that a lot. I feel like you don't need to play the game. You don't need to play the game to get to that space. You don't need to play the game. But that's what is called administrative wise. You are very intellectual. You are so good in what you do. And I really want to see a set of NFF that will just look into the board and be like, oh, goodness me, this is the right thing to do. This is what we want to do. It makes Nigeria a better place. Because these guys have seen it all. Alexi Wobi was convinced by his uncle, Augustine JJ Okocha, that was Okocha, that's his name, JJ. Most of them would not want to play for Nigeria because when they look back and see the way some of our players are treated, and you tell me you want to play, okay, that's what's up. Alright, so lastly on the show, before I talk about transfer news, let's let you know that the game coming up tomorrow will be very big. Let's get Ademola Lookman on the show. Now, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman has declared his readiness to face Real Madrid ahead of Wednesday UEFA Super Cup in Warsaw, and that will be in Poland to be exact. Now, recall that Atalanta won the Europa League while Real Madrid won the UEFA Champions League last season. Speaking with reports, the Nigerian international, who netted a hat-trick in the final against Bayer Leverkusen, stated that the players are excited to face Real Madrid. Wonderful side, he said, these are the games you want to play since you were a child. Finally, the moment has come. We won the Europa League and we are now here to play for another trophy. We can't wait. We are preparing with obsessive attention. So yes, we are ready. We don't need great motivation. We will face a top team, and it's an appointment with history. They are the greatest team in the world in football. It will be an exciting chapter, an exciting opportunity for everyone. We can't wait to hear it. And that's the team of Lookman, and that's the way that man is. We are hoping that, yes, I don't want to use the word we are hoping, not me hoping though, let the better side get to win. I'm not a fan of any of the club side. But what have you. But then it's a great time again. Let's switch to transfer news and quickly do that now. Some transfer news emanating as it stands now. It's a deal done. Bournemouth have signed Julian Araujo from Barcelona on a 5-year deal, and that's for 10 million fee according to reports. And also we have this one now. It's breaking. Szczesny, has reached an agreement with Juventus to terminate his contract. The goalkeeper received a significant payoff and is now a free agent. Someone is texting me, say, Kizzy, please tell us about Osimhen. What's going on? I could tell you that. Now, if you're a Chelsea fan, you need to know, keep a date with this man. Cole Palmer has signed a 2-year contract extension at Chelsea until June 2033. Now, also Scott McTominay is a subject of interest from many clubs. Napoli, Fulham, Everton, Brentford, Galatasaray, and Fenerbahce all have made inquiry about this man. The midfielder was let's let you know this one. You need to keep a date. Now, Aaron Wan-Bissaka moved to West Ham, cost them £35 million, less than what Manchester United originally paid for that man. Now, £50 million there. But right now you can see £50 million like a shortage. Now, Matters the Leach and Nozari Mozwari in training with Man United this morning. So good news. Another one emanating is that Emerick Laporte, that's the name. His move to Real Madrid is still possible this summer if certain conditions are met. He must arrive on a free transfer. He must lower his salary, which is currently €24 million a year at Al Nassr. Now, let's tell you money spent on transfer fees. Money spent on transfer fees in the history of English football, according to reports. Since Todd Boehly took charge of Chelsea, the club has spent €1.32 billion on new players. Chelsea is the number 1, Man City number 2, Man United number 3. Let me leave that as for today, please. Let's leave that. Tomorrow we can talk about it. Then N'Golo Kante is in the news as well. Atletico Madrid have started this discussion with N'Golo Kante's entourage. He's still considered to strengthen the midfield. Atletico Madrid, you know what they do well? They always get to sign what they want for themselves. Now, with a first offer of €25 million plus €3 million add-ons immediately rejected by Barcelona as they want €30 to €35 million. Understand that Everton are ongoing having a talk with Deco. So Victor Roque is 19 years and is a striker for Barcelona. His contract is still on for 2031. Now another one again is this newly official out. Antonio Nusa, new winger of RB Leipzig, with contract until June 2029. Now also you need to know that Manchester City sources have denied any agreement with Luis Diaz after recent reports, because we learned that Man City have reached an agreement with Luis Diaz of Liverpool, but then it's a debunked message by the club. Now the team arrival in Warsaw, Real Madrid will play tomorrow. against Ademola Lookman's Atalanta. But let me tell you, if you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a Man United fan, if you're what club fan of the Premier League, be ready. The Premier League is back, and I'm so happy to share with you. It's official. Anthony Taylor will referee the Chelsea versus Manchester City game on Sunday. We'll predict that game when the time is right. But as the players playoff and talk about the top 6, let's let you know that the PFA award for 2024 is out. There are 6 players there. Who would win it? Time will tell. Phil Foden of Man City, Haaland of Man City, Martin Odegaard of Arsenal, Cole Palmer of Chelsea, Rodri of Man City, then all the Watkins of Aston Villa. This is the way it is. And then Alan Shearer turns 54 today. Happy birthday to R5. Arsenal reject approach from Ajax to resign. Ajax want to sign Aaron Ramsdale. Initial loan turned down. Ajax rather want to pay 26-year-old. Ajax want him on loan, but Arsenal wants to sell. Arsenal does not want to do the, Arsenal wants to sell. That's what it is. But Chelsea, what's going on? Waiting the Maguire. Chelsea have made a 65 million euro offer to Atletico de Madrid for João Felix. Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid has not collapsed as of yesterday night. Chelsea sees all the deals as João Felix might be the replacement. But I'm feeling so sorry for that man. You know why? He's been in the hotel 5 days. Right. He's been in the hotel. Okay. I think we should open the line so we can talk. So I might not want to go into a lot of details, but if you've been listening, you've been following me, yes, it's time for you to be part of the show. Call me up so we can talk. When we talk, yes, the numbers are WhatsApp is 08171756338. Also, you can call me up. Okay, the numbers to call me directly would be 0700-903-903-903. I call the numbers again, 0700-903-903-903. When you want to call me up on WhatsApp, I was getting a lot of calls while I was talking, but you could call me. I'm so sorry, I just had to do that. The WhatsApp number is 08171756338. Then you want to call me directly on the show, 0700-903-903-903.
Out for 1 or 2.
Okay.
So regarding out for 1 or 2.
Okay.
So regarding Sam or Morodion, yeah, I cannot blame him. I will make the same choice that he's making right now.
Okay.
To be honest, see, for you to choose a country, then that country has to choose you first.
Okay, for you to choose a country, the country have to choose you first.
Yes, the country has to choose you first. You will not just choose nobody. Nobody cares. Nobody sends.
Right.
Let me give an example. Last time Samson Siasia was at the studio, yeah.
Right.
One of the statements he made was that during his ban. Nobody from the NFF has contacted him. Nobody from his former team.
Right.
At least the ones that are still alive.
Yeah.
None of his friends. He said he even mentioned that there was a charity match held in front of his house.
Right.
And he was not invited.
Yeah.
If you're a player outside Nigeria
and you
have that opportunity, exactly. What do you think? So I cannot blame you. I cannot look at it.
Right.
If you check, most of the teams in Europe were at least the English team. You can take 2-3 Nigerian players out of them. Check in the Netherlands. You can take, if you check in the Netherlands, yeah?
Right.
There are also players that you can take. From all over Europe, we have stars and talents that can represent Nigeria. But they are not choosing Nigeria. If not me now, I'm on Nigeria, go to Polytechnic. I beg for safety.
Harry, let me let you go with this because a lot of people calling on the show. Thank you so much, Harry, from the Netherlands. All right. Thank you so much, Harry. All right, let's go with that. Open the lines. Let's go. Hello. Hello? I'll do well to reconnect if you can. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. I really talked a lot today, so I might not be able to, take a whole lot of calls because I think I did it late. But apologies. I just asked Matayo did for granted. Say all this kind of thing. Let's go back. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Good evening, KCK.
Good evening. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, Zubitas, go ahead. Talk to me.
For me, I'm very happy to get this transfer.
You're better what?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to hear about your belly.
Okay. Zubitas, where are you? Can you live there? Can you live there? Hello.
That said, I must have free and independent access.
Hello. Hello? What? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh. Do well to reconnect the nice sub-base on that part. It is voice of the people now, the Pointer family. Lagos City, the best place to be at all time. Quickly, we have some messages. This one says, let's bring you some messages. Okay, let's go with the call. Let's go.
Hello,
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
good evening. My name is Ibrahim from Ipapen, first time caller.
Oh, I celebrate you. Go ring the bell for that, man. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday in areas.
Oh, thank you so much.
Continue to guide, protect, increasing wisdom, more knowledge and understanding.
Amen to your
I
prayers.
wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Like, you've been so wonderful. I've been a big time listener ever since I've known you to be anchoring a show like this. May God continue to bless you once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
about Chelsea,
Amen to your prayers.
I can't wait for them to come this time of John Felix
You can't wait.
and Victor Osimhen as well. Like, I can't wait. Yes, I can't wait. And they need to do some kind of offloading also because this squad is too much. Like, we've got a lot of players in the team for now, and most of them are young players, so they need to and sell some or loan. The squad can be balanced.
Right.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim, my man. Join me tomorrow, another day. Thank you so much. All the better prayers are still coming, and I'm still taking it. Okay. Let's bring you more. Let's go. And also, this one says, well done, KZK. I'm really enjoying your show. My name is Blessing. Good evening. Hello.
Hello?
Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I want to know about the Man United transfer, please.
You want to know? I already told you. Can I tell you now again so you hear me? Can I tell you?
Yes, I can hear you.
So the latest player to join Man United, they trained this morning, is Mattis Delich, and then is it then the landman, and then Mazari and Mattis. They've joined the team now. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you as well. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see if I can run with some WhatsApp messages. Good show, Kizzy K. None of these men qualify as our head coach. Give us half a rain. This is quite costly though. This one says, good evening, Kizzy K. Great show you're having. Chelsea, matter don't tire us. We need a good number 9. Destiny from Mushi. This one says, my name is it Yutuko? I don't know. Really enjoying your show, Kizzy K. I can't wait to always watch you do your show. Great show you're having. Thank you so much. Alright, let's go. Welcome, good evening. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Good evening.
Good evening. Are you doing alright? What's your name? What did he say? What's your name? I didn't get that right. Please do well to connect again. On YouTube, we have Jean Abraham saying, please open the line. And also, Mr. Love Day said, respect to Sam Okwaraji 100%. Jeff says, respect to Sam Okwaraji as well. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good.
Welcome to the show, man. Are you alright?
I'm fine. You?
I'm okay. Thank God for life.
Thank you, my brother. My name is Good News. Please, I want to know which team where Peter go.
Which team where who? Peter Osel. Who's Peter? What do you mean? I didn't hear you well. Hello?
Hello?
I'm here. What did you say?
Yes. I said I want to know which club where Peter Seni go.
Peter Oseni. Hello, can you hear me? Oh. I mean, got me lost. I don't even know what he's saying. I'm so sorry. If you can connect again, it would not be wrong. This one says, Bayode or Lalekan says, good show, KZK. None of this, man. Okay, said again on YouTube. Haverina is actually costly. When I not to say we don't bring Haverina. To bring Haverina is quite costly. That's the question. Hello. Okay, you do well to call again. I will be leaving the show very soon, and it feels that bad that I have to go very, 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 very soon. But then you could drop your messages on WhatsApp portals and as well. Let's go. Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's Mr. Ben from Eba.
Oh, Ben from Eba, you're welcome.
All right. That man called, he said Ghanaian brother. He used to call Sports Truth. He said Ghanaian brother. Okay, he's called.
Oh, okay.
He's a new fan.
Okay.
The Siasia should exercise. I don't advise the NFF to talk of Siasia now. Siasia needs to settle down first. He needs to come and coach a local team.
Right.
So that he can blend. Because he's not in a good state of mind now.
True.
You need to learn. Siasia is not in a good state of mind. You need to learn so many things. You need to learn how to relate with players. Learn how to relate with money because they have been isolated for 5 years. So if you don't think to equals now, you will fail. You understand?
Yeah.
Concerning Sam Okwaraji, I was in Enugu 1987 when Emmanuel Iwayan was brought into Azikiwe. I was in Azikiwe Stadium when they brought him to Super Eagles. Emmanuel, I think this man, Willie Bazaya was the coach then. But Emmanuel Iwayan brought him and said, this fine player brought him from Germany.
Wow.
The coach told Sam Okwaraji to sit down on the turf. He sat down. After some time, the stadium was full. The Eagles was preparing for Maroc 88. I was in Nazikiwe Stadium. We were watching the Eagles. Tomorrow time they brought Okwaraji. I'm telling you, when he touched the ball, the whole stadium started shaking.
Amazing.
he wore red track suit.
Right.
So tribute to him.
Right, tribute.
He was a patriot.
He was a patriotic player.
He was better than Cheche during those days.
Okay, let's not do comparison. No comparison, though. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you. God bless you, Ben. I respect the contribution. All right. Yeah. Okay, let him go. I'm so sorry I cannot do more. This one says, good evening, KZK. We are so lucky to have you at VOP. Nice job, Ernest from Agor Palace. Thank you so much, Ernest, for your message. This one says, Chelsea now looking for a striker. I wonder why they are not looking at Ivan Toney of Brentford. Good striker, cost less fee. Respect to Sam Okwaraji. Mr. Loveday from Festac. I doubt. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Let's not get. I don't know. Let's leave it. We can't get on the call again. Apologies. Please, I need to go now. My time is up. We have the world news coming up next, and that's for 6 p.m. right here. Chama Innocent will be taking you through that very one. You don't want to go anywhere. They say, man, stay here. You stay. Chama go tell you all this. So, man, I don't go anywhere. Thank you so much again, amazing people on the outside. Without you, this show would not be a worthwhile moment. For everyone who called on the show, I apologize. So also, no thanks to everyone who called on the show, but also apologies for those who I couldn't get on their calls because I opened the line late. I mean, so you get matter you're till long. You say if you don't want cost and short because I hate to go home with the nail. I mean, I detest to go home. Sorry what I word. I detest to go home with my content. You need to unleash it like the Cisco Dragon. And also everyone who joined us on YouTube as well. Thank you so much. But I need to go. Without gold, there is no keys, okay? And there is nothing wrong in starting small. But there is everything wrong when you settle for less. Keep dreaming big. Work hard to make it a reality. My name is KZK. I'm out.